Hey there, Cam here for Training Talk. The other day I promised that I was going to bring you a tip every day for the next 30 days about improving your endurance coaching business to make it the best version of your endurance coaching business that you can make it, particularly during these challenging times with COVID-19 and the financial effects of that. So what I'm going to talk to you today about is a concept called the value ladder. So I've drawn a ladder here. So the value ladder means like steps within your products and services that are based on pricing and also the readiness of your customers to buy things from you. So if you think of the value ladder as steps, and each step is a different type of product and a different price point. So the first step of the value ladder, you might have some dollars here. So it's called the value ladder because it's not just about money, it's about value as well. So price and benefits, etc. is the actual value. So on the bottom step, you have a low price point, and then as you step up, you have a higher price point with higher value products, and then you have the next step was even more. So, for example, when your customers first come across you, they're very unlikely to purchase a high-priced ticket. So one of the benefits of having a value ladder is that people can start off spending quite low money as one of their first interactions with you, and if that is a successful process, then they might consider then stepping up the value ladder to the next price product, and then finally up to the next price again. So in an example of an endurance coaching business, this bottom rung of the value ladder might be like a single priced, like a one-off price training plan that's quite cheap. Like a good number to think about for the bottom rung of the value ladder is somewhere between $12 and $20. So that could be US dollars, Australian, New Zealand dollars. That's probably conversion rates and cost of living, etc. work out about the same. So you want to think about it like a $12 or $20 product, and don't think, oh, that's too cheap or whatever. You just need to offer something that it doesn't cost you a lot of money to create, but has enough value, for that $12 to $20. So that could be like a downloadable PDF, and that could be a training plan or a set of Zwift workouts or something like that packaged into it. And with COVID-19 going around, this is good for your business all of the time, but with COVID-19 and people stuck at home, you should probably create these products and services based on what people need now. So at the moment they need things that they can do from home. So Zwift workouts, maybe cord workouts for swimming, strength workouts that people do with their own body weight, that sort of thing. And the next one up the value ladder, that could be like an online membership or something, not a one-on-one coach service. That could be anywhere between $50 and maybe $200, somewhere in there. So that could be a recurring subscription probably, or it could be a more expensive training plan, something like that. And then of course the top of the value ladder is your premium one-on-one coaching services. So I've described it as like people stepping up the ladder, but it's not just that. So that's maximizing your income for someone who might travel all the way up the ladder. But the other thing is that some people will only ever get onto rung 1. Some people will go straight to rung 2, and some people will go straight to rung 3, but they won't all go straight to rung 3. Some will never go straight to rung 3, but they might get there if you step them up. So that's why you should have the other 2 rungs, and the same with the middle one. So as well as stepping people up, if you've got people who will only ever go in one of the rungs, see this big circle here? Imagine that as all of the customers that might ever buy something from you. So if we look up here, this is the top rung of the ladder, so this might be your one-on-one coaching services. And then in here, so if you only ever offer that, then look at this big potential market. So this is all money that you could be earning that you'll never get, because these people at these 2/3 here are never going to buy your your top range product. And then if you have that rung in the ladder, then you open yourself up to earning a lot more revenue, because remember, it's not what you're always prepared to offer, it's what the market wants. So sometimes a big part of the market might want something that you're not offering, and that's a lot to do with price, and it's a lot to do with value. And again, the bottom rung of the ladder. So you can split this up into 4 or 5 or whatever, it's not an exact science. But this concept hopefully makes you realize that if you restrict your pricing and the value that you offer within your overall products and services, you're restricting the number of people that will ever purchase stuff from you, and you're restricting your overall value. And the good thing about the bottom 2 rungs is you can automate a lot of this, and Training Talk can help you with that as well, along with other marketing automation platforms, and then sending emails out and some advertising. But you don't even need to do that. You've probably got an existing audience on your social media that would purchase like these first or second rungs. So that's a way to open it up. So at the moment, of course, you need to maximize the revenue that you can earn. And with everyone, endurance athletes really need certainty in their lives, and at the moment they're not going to have much certainty at all. So pricing is probably something around that, and that will affect them as well. So that top level pricing, you might lose a few clients on that. So you want them to be able to go somewhere else, so they could drop down the ladder, and that might be a good thing rather than just disappearing somewhere. Because I'm sure if some other coaches are offering these other lower priced, lower value products, you might lose some customers to them if you don't offer them yourself. So hopefully that helps. Tomorrow I will actually do tip number 2, and I'll take you through Training Talk and how you can actually practically create these. But for now, you should be thinking about your ideas most of you will already have the top rung. Some of you might have the middle rung and the bottom rung, but think about what ideas that you might have around that. So, and then you could create the content around that, like the workouts or the training plans or something like that. And tomorrow I'll take you through how to set them up in Training Talk with e-commerce tools, and we can go from there. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Cheers.